Hey, what's up? Chin here from Coding Quick Tips. Today was my project for the 10-hour games project from Brackeys. So, what is 10-hour games? Just really short for my subs. It's basically a project run by a YouTuber called Brackeys, and he wants to inspire us to create a total game within 10 hours. And he wants us to do that just to get a game out, because we all know that sometimes you just start something and you will not finish it, or you will spend way too much time on doing that, and then at some point you won't finish it. So, yes, the project is basically about getting creative within 10 hours and getting something done. So, and that sounds really interesting for me. So I'm gonna try to create a game for this challenge. If you're interested in more details about the challenge itself, I will link to all that down there in the description. But it's not in competition, it's just a challenge for us. So, yeah. I got my little stopwatch down here, and I got a project, and Slick2D project, basically an empty project, which is just a black window without anything. And I'm gonna try to create a game within 10 hours. I got the stopwatch, so we'll set that every time I record. And just to say that I won't do it in one part, because I just don't have the time to do so. So yeah, we'll record it in some parts and put it together. And if everything works fine, you should see a time lapse of me creating the game. Yeah, after I finish talking. And after that, I will present you my hopefully finished game that I also hope will be fun then. So, with that said, I hope you enjoy, and I will see you after the time lapse. Okay, so here we go. 10 hours later, I got a somehow working game. I decided to build a top-down roguelike, but yeah, maybe I should have built an Infinite Runner or just like a wave zombie game or something like that, but I somehow had the idea in my head that I need to create an roguelike with some special elements in it. So in terms of special, I wanted to get the map created out of your folder structure where you start the game, and that's exactly what I did. So I used the Slick2D game engine, which basically provides you with rendering and inputs, and everything else is created. So yeah, time's up. Here you go. So basically I had to create the whole entity system and everything within those 10 hours. And for that, I think I've got something working at least. Even so, I need to say that it's not that much fun to play. If you want to play it, you can find and download in the description. If you want to see the source code, you can also find that in the description. And yeah, if you just want to see what the game is like, you can continue viewing that, because I'm gonna play it, but please note that with the recording on, it will lag a little bit. And for you, those of you who wanna play it without getting spoiled now, the controls are quite simple. WASD for movement. If you move in a direction and hit space, you can jump in that direction to dodge bullets. You can use your mouse to fire bullets if you click somewhere on the screen. And basically enemies also drop other weapons, so you can go over those drops and then hit E or hold E to grab those up and to get stronger weapons. And the basic aim is just to get as much points as possible, and the game will get harder as longer you play it. So yeah, let's jump into it. Here we go. I'm gonna skip the intro, as you can use it yourself, but as you can see here, well, it lags with the recording, but as you can see here, we got basically enemies chasing us. So things that they're shooting are bullets, and if they hit us, we will lose life, which you can see here in the bottom left hand corner. And up here you can see your score in binary, and down here you can see your current weapon. And as you can see, I also use the jump function here to actually, jump a little. And here you can see a health drop, which is dropped by the basic enemies, which who just follow you. And then if you look at the left, we can see that we actually got my folder structure, and I can go through in it and actually explore my folders. And there will be enemies in those folders. Yep. So let's go through some of those folders and let's see what we can get. So here we go, in that folder there are enemies. And you will notice if you play the game more often, you will always find the same amount of enemies in the same folder and the same amount of the same types of enemies. So if you replay, you can avoid like difficult folders or something like that. And here you can see the drop. It says attack speed 48, attack 3, so it's way better than what I've got yet. So if you have a look, yeah, it got really short range, but it's stronger, so I can use that. And we can go into parent folder and go up here and just go into some folder. And here we go. So it's basically an infinite fighter, and I could have added way more, and it's still quite buggy. And there are some things not really good implemented, but for the time I think it's okay to build all that from scratch. So all I need to say is that I'm not 100% happy about what I've created here, because it's actually not as fun as I thought, but I think that's like the point of building an roguelike, because I'm also not that big of a fan of those games, of top-down games. But I thought I just wanted to build one, so I did. And here it is. Feel free to check out the game and leave me a comment what you think about it. Also, you can have critics on that, because I myself think that it's not that great of a game, but it's okay to play 1 or 2 times, and it even has a small amount of story in it, in the pre-thingy, in the starting intro. And so I'm quite happy to have created that. And I might just create some other games later on, or some more games in those 10 hours. And here I got hit by one of the big enemies which shoot rockets, and they will get you instantly, so you should avoid those bullets by jumping. That's actually the main thing of the game. And if you're dead, you can see a score on the top, and maybe let me know in the comments what's your high score you can get in the game. And with that said, I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you try out the game, and I hope I will see you in the next video.